Watch us live stream at twitch.tv/Inez27. Live stream times are Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time. Follow us on Twitter at SeemsGoodMagic. And please support my eBay store by going to SeemsGoodMagic.com, clicking on the icon, and purchasing some playsets and singles. Thanks, and enjoy the video. Hey, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here for another 8-4 Return to Ravnica block draft. Opened a pretty good pack. We've got Blood Scrivener. Let me move this up, make them a little bit bigger. Card window out. Alright, we've got Blood Scrivener, Blast of Genius, Turn and Burn. Both Turn and Burn and Blast of Genius are very good. We're going to take the Turn and Burn since either side is playable on its own. And it's a good removal spell. So happily take the Turn and Burn. Unfortunately passing another good Is It card, but that's alright. I'll live. So, yep, Turn and Burn. Maybe Wheel, Maze Glider, Riot Piker. Something along those lines. Second pick. Let's see. Putrefy, Ascended Lawmage, Rubble Belt Maca. Is it Guildgate? Melik is in this pack, I just don't like him very much. I don't think he's that awesome. Could just take the Lawmage, but then that puts me into playing just turn, or I mean, Lawmage is better than Maca, but Maca is still fine on its own, and it still keeps us in Is It. Lawmage is certainly better. I guess it's early enough, let's just take the Lawmage. Putrefy is also sick, but considering it's not at all on color with Turn and Burn, I think the Lawmage probably makes more sense. Maca would make sense too, but just take Lawmage. Alright, third pick. Best cards: Moss Dog, Tide Drinker, Zertod Druid. Could just take the Azorius Guildgate as well. It's probably pretty acceptable. There's also Weapon Surge. Let's take the Guildgate. Let's get a little fixing down. Protect and Serve is also playable, but let's make our mana base a little bit better if we have to go 3-color. I'm not sure yet. I value the fixing pretty high. Don't want to end up with a lack of fixing. That's always a bad place to be. Okay, we can take Deputy here. We can take on Boros Guildgate. Profit and Loss is actually okay, but usually the loss is better than the profit. I will say that. I'm not opposed to taking the Boros Guildgate here over the Deputy. Deputy is very good anti-removal and is a little bear, but I'm going to take the fixing. The relevant fixing. Alright, we can take Maca, we can take Smeltward Gatekeeper, another gate. I think we just take the Maca. I guess Mastiff is an option too. Maca's better for sure playing the burn. Mastiff's better if we're moving into blue-white, splash red. Take the Maca. Windrake looks fine here. Could just be splashing the white, perhaps. Trying to go deeper, is it? Maze Glider is a fine 6-drop. Could also take another Azorius Guildgate. But I actually like Maze Glider quite a bit. I guess taking another Guildgate opens me up for having really good fixing. Alright, let's just get our fixing out of the way now. If we're getting past all these Guildgates, I mean, at this point we can start playing some could start playing some gatekeepers if we end up with any of them. Do any of these cards matter? Perhaps Gleam of Battle, maybe. Possibly playable. Just some green cards. Let's take the Mind Static. Continue to cut the colors we're trying to play. Alright, I guess we can take Melik, but most likely not playing him. Could also take the Phantasm, but... Alright, we got the Gatekeepers back, so we'll take them. It's also Protect and Serve, but we have 3 gates already. Could very easily play the Gatekeeper. I guess, I don't know which Clue Stone I'd rather have. Looks like I chose the correct one. Alright, interesting pack. Ended up pretty gate heavy, but got some decent cards. A little bit lackluster actually overall, but that's okay. Alright, pack 2. It looks like we got a Stolen Identity. I pretty happily snagged that up. There's also... what else is good in this pack? Boros Charm is quite good. Madcap's fine. Thunderfist is good. Or they're both good, I guess. Slaughterhorn, Drakewing. Yep, other good cards in here. Cinder Elemental. Let's take the Identity. It's a good bomb spell. Still technically a toss-up whether we are... we're definitely blue, but are we blue-white or are we blue-red? Wow, Boros Reckoner? Passed? I'm pretty confused about that. Definitely taking it. He's still worth a bunch of ticks, isn't he? Maybe not a million anymore, but he's still worth a few. Alright, options here. Pit Fight, which I think is just going to be the pick. There's also Scorchwalker, which is fine. Foundry Street, Righteous Charge. Not amazed with him. Let's just snag up a Pit Fight here. Wish Melik was good. I mean, I guess he's kind of cool with Stolen Identity. Okay, well, there's True Fire in here. That's a pretty good sign for Boros, maybe. Although I figured we were a little bit lighter in white. I think True Fire's just insane. We're going to snag him up. There's also Soul Ransom in here, which is good. Alright, options now are Shanktail and Act of Treason. Let's take the Shanktail. Act, I guess, is pretty cool with, also cool with Melik, but I don't need to build a Melik deck. Agoraphobia and Keymaster are also on color, but I'd rather have the Shanktail, I think. I guess we are more blue, right? Maybe I do want one of those, but no, I don't know. We might be just a mix of the 3. I mean, currently we are pretty even all around, and we are actually getting past some pretty good red right now. Could take the Griffin, can also take the Skinbrand Goblin. There's also Scorchwalker, one of the later Grizzly Spectacles I've probably ever seen. Already have quite a few 4-drops, so let's just take the Goblin here, who is good. So maybe we want to opt towards being more Boros, but just for the Reckoner and the True Fire, since they're probably the most powerful cards we have. Stolen Identity is good, like I said. Very good, actually, but I mean, we have enough fixing to make 3 color work. I just want to decide what color is going to be my splash color. I think it's most likely blue, which makes Stolen Identity a lot more awkward. So if blue's getting cut, maybe we do just focus on red-white and try and get away with making that work. Let's take the Urbis Protector here. Foil High Priest is pretty cool, but let's stick with our plan of trying to be as 2-color as possible. The problem with going to blue, going deeper blue, is we already have a lot of good red-white, and even though we can get away with splashing blue, splashing double color is awkward. Like, I don't even want to play Melik, really. It's really just blue for Ascended Lawmage and Stolen Identity, and that just feels awkward, so I'd rather just take... Wow. Well, we're certainly not having problems picking up cheap red and white. Let's take the Madcap here over the second Protector. Second Madcap, huh? Alright. We're going to take the second Madcap and bank on seeing some more creatures in the last pack here. Martial Glory too, jeez. Alright, got hooked up with a lot of Boros, so that's good. Thrall, just in case we're short on creatures. I mean, we've got double Madcap, so if we're short on creatures, we can at least still make it work. Guess we'll take that. Shielded Passage is playable. I mean, the good news is, if we're forced to play blue, we still can, because we got enough fixing. It's just, I don't think it's going to be necessary with this deck, really. So out of the last pack, we're hoping to see good red Rakdos creatures, good white Azorius creatures, and maybe some good Izzet creatures as well. Alright, got a Desecration Demon. I think we're just going to slam the Splatter Thug first pick. Frostburn Weird is also totally acceptable, but I've already got a mana sink. So I'd rather just have the 3-drop First Striker, who's an excellent attacker. There's also Knightly Valor in here, which is good. But since we're fewer on creatures, it's better to get the creatures before you get the auras for the creatures. But Knightly Valor is bomb. I'll pretty happily take a Splatter Thug here, though. Okay, second pick. I think we're probably just snagging a Sunspire Griffin. And maybe wheeling the Vassal Soul. Thought Flare was in there too, but let's get some creatures for now. Wow, Ethereal Armor with Madcap's pretty cool, but Asar Patrol is also good. Guild Mage is fine. Let's just take the Griffin. Actually, Volatile Rig's not bad either. But let's take the Griffin. I like it a little more with the Madcap. Let's start cutting blue. I don't think it's happening. I think it's likely not happening. Possibly happening, but ideally not. I mean, the good news is we can still play the gates for both Sunspire Gatekeepers and Turn and Burn, so... And it doesn't really affect our mana base besides making it slightly slower, but I think that's acceptable. Okay. Here we can take Elocutors, which is actually an okay body, and we don't have a 5-drop yet, or a Concordia Pegasus. Both are fine. I guess Pegasus is better with the Madcap skills, but let's take the Elocutors. 3/5 body is not bad, and it's pretty well costed. It's not too terribly expensive for what you get, so I'll take it. It's better with Pit Fight. Frostburn Weird here looks good. It's just double red. And actually, the cool thing is you can still play it off of an Azorius Guildgate. Good thing to note. Pursuit's cool too, but let's take the Frostburn Weird. Well, I guess we can take a Pursuit here. We can also take an Azorius Key Rune. But I think I'd rather just... Or a Bellows Lizard. I guess I'd rather play the Lizard rather than the Thrall. We do need double white, though. We also need double red. Yeah, Frostburn Weird's a little more challenging to play. There's 10 cards in here. There's a good chance we probably wheel the Lizard. Let's just take a Pursuit. Although, double Madcap, I guess we're not playing Pursuit. That doesn't really make sense. I guess we'll just guarantee we get the Lizard. Probably cut the Thrall. Could take the Soul Tithe. It's okay. It's not fantastic. It's probably better than a second Lizard. Pseudo removal. Alright. Third Sunspire Griffin. Pretty happily grab that. A lot of 3-drops. Wow. Table the Knightly Valor. That is some good news for us. So this is 23 right here. I'd like to cut the Shielded Passage. I would like to cut the Gleam of Battle. Alright, I guess we can take another 6-drop creature instead of the Gleam. Tenement Crasher is totally fine. Yeah, I guess we'll take a Pursuit. Not play it. It's playable, I guess. Might want him with the Madcaps. Could try and play the deck like that. I'm not opposed to it. This is 23. Yeah, I could play the deck like this pretty safely. It's a good amount of creatures. A lot of enchantments, so it makes the 1-drops a little more justifiable. Probably don't want the Soul Tithe. I guess I'd rather play a Pursuit. It's 3 auras, but that's okay. It's better with the Pit Fight. So this is 23, 16 creatures, good amount of tricks and removal. Tons of tricks and removal, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I could do this. I guess really what's our removal? Our tricks are like Skin Brand. So we have a couple, we have 3 Blood Rush. We've got a Burn at least, and possibly the Turn if we see one of our Guild Gates. And then we've got the Martial Glory. So I guess we are a little bit removal light, but our creatures are decent. This deck's okay. I'd rank it like a 6 out of 10. Fairly low, nothing terribly exciting. True Fire, Reckoner are really the highlights. The rest are take it or leave it. So pretty even split, but we do need double white. The good news is we already have 2 sources that double as both a way to cast our white spells, but also a way to cast what's his face on turn 2, Frostburn Weird. So Guild Gates make it this a little bit easier to do. Don't need any blue. So I think what we want to do is, this is already 9 sources. So I think we want to do 9, 7. Yeah. 9, 7 should be satisfactory, I think. Do definitely need double white, but oh wait, this is 9, 8. Alright, let's do it like this then. So this way it's 10 sources of white, 7 sources of red. I think this is the way we want to do it. And like I said, the only real reason we need the double red is for Frostburn Weird, and the Guild Gates actually really help alleviate that problem a lot. So yeah, this looks like about a 6 out of 10. Oh wait, I'm short a land now? Only 16 lands, huh? Well, what did I do wrong? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 6, 7. I guess we add 1 more red. I already have 10 sources of white. That should be enough to get 2 white, I would hope. Alright, so I'm going to run it like this. I'll see you round 1.